This is going to be a different video with a message and a tribute to a great mentor, friend, and brother, Chris Johnson. 32 years. And I want to give you a lesson. Excuse me if I start crying. This one hit really, really hard. It was Eastern High School. I was in special ed. Big Brothers program. This man walked in. And we were all laughing, and I was singing the Metallica song, because I love Metallica and Creed, right? Those are my favorite singers or bands back then. And we were laughing because here comes this white man knowing all this. And if you know anything about DC, DC is very cultural. And he mentored me. I don't know why. He believed in me. In that time, I'm special ed. I could barely read and write. And he was the first person to say, "You're smart," with the exception of my grandmother, right? And he said, "Man, you can get out of here. You're intelligent, you're smart, I was like, man, I'm not smart. And I remember he took me to my first game. And how we got there was the Redskins game. We would just sit out there. People would give us free tickets because it was so bad back then. So they were just like, hey, you want some free tickets? And we would get free tickets and go to the game. We did that all the time. All the time. We would just sit outside because I used to live on 17th Street. And he would just sit out and say, hey, y'all want some free tickets? And they would give us free tickets to go to the game. And we would go. But he believed in me, man. But nobody else would. And I would just say, man, Chris, I ain't that bright, man. I ain't going. I'm going to get out of college. I'm going to get out of here. I was in shoe repair and probably do shoes or something like that. He was like, come on, man, you can go to college and, go, do something. You can go to college, go to the military. And, I was like, military? I'm never going to pass that course, But he believed in me. And I never had that before, with the exception of my grandmother, And he introduced me to the Florida Gators, and I loved the Florida Gators. I went down to South Carolina with him, and we went down to the Florida Gators versus South Carolina game, and I was like shocked because I was a kid from D.C. I never seen this before, I was like, wow. And he sparked, and he said, you got to believe in yourself. And I was like, you're smart, man. And I went in the military. Like he said. I got out. Went to college. He said, go to college, man. Go to college. And I did. I never thought I would graduate college. I never thought I was like, it's not going to happen. I'm going to fail and they're going to get me out and I'm going to prove them wrong. And I didn't. I got 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree. And he believed in me. I never believed in myself. He always believed in me. And I couldn't stand him for that. Because it was like, who are you, man? Nobody never believed in me. Everything I did on my own. There would be no purpose in resilience if it wasn't for him. That man saved my life. And I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I didn't. I never was a person addicted to the things that break men. I never was addicted to the sins that break men. I never was. Right? Because I never wanted to disappoint him, you know? Because he always believed in me, and I never wanted to toe the line. I never wanted to mess up. I never wanted to do that, because him and my grandmother was like the only two people who ever believed in me, right? With the exception of, also the girl at the time, Eva. They believed in me, so I didn't never want to disappoint, because I never had that before, because I was just special ed kid. I taught myself how to read by a dictionary, and I even to this day, he would call me, and he called me on my birthday, and I sent a voicemail because I was on the phone, I was doing something, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him. And he's gone. And I find out late, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to the one person that means more to me than anything. We all struggle. We all struggle. But there's people who believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. And he believed in me when nobody else did. Everybody washed their hands with me. He didn't. For 30 years. He didn't. He never threw me away. And I took for granted that he will always be there. And I always do that. I run away from the people who believe in me the most, because they give me a reminder of how great I am. And no matter what, all the things that I did, I'll never forget. He says, man, you don't have to prove anything to no one no more, man. You did it all. Look what you've done. Take a moment. And I never do. And I remember my grandmother saying that to me, right? She said, baby, grandbaby, you did it all. Look what you've done. You're a great man. You're a great man. Appreciate the people in your life who believe in you. Reward them with the belief in yourself. Reward them, allowing them to see that you believe in yourself. Don't let them die believing that you still don't believe in yourself. All the people that I believe in, all the people I've helped, over the thousands of people that I've helped, it was because of this man. It was because of him. Chris Johnson, thank you for saving my life. Thank you for introducing me to what is possible. I would not be a father if it wasn't for you. I would not be the man I am today if it wasn't for you. And I hope that I can make you proud. I hope that you're proud of me. Peace.